from Houston. From the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. And his first look is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Second and 4. Man open left side is Brown. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Singletary again, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Robert Woods from 6 yards away. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
What an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by a familiar face. This is Houston's first-round pick, of course, back in 2017, Deshaun Watson. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Now it's Watson. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to line up incomplete.
Now you got 3rd and goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that little final? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Second and 9 now. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Fielded at the 20. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Chubb will get the call, running left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. And again, it's Chubb. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Watson. Flushed up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't much to the end zone the last time out.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
York on now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Watson on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jordan Akins, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only 1 play to score it. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now out comes Houston.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw.
This will be complete to Mechie.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's
incomplete. And he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
On first down, it's Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. He's got Akins, the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Watson. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Second down and goal. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. As the first half half is winding down.
And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
York now for the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Browns. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They give the Chubb out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Watson now to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jordan Akins, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
The York on now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that,
Still
Brandon.
second down.
That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. They go right back to Singletary. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders?
He's got him in, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside
Pass
the 30.
interference. Defense.
So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
It's 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and they will remain well behind.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cleveland.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll go option to the short side. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. There's absolutely no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Holding, receiving team.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
2nd down and inches. Caught left side by Mechie. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
This-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
Hey, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.